Yes, I'm back with the silver and copper working on those branches. Hi, I'm Carol, artist of Only Trees. Like I said, this is part two. What I want to do is show you what I'm doing with the loops. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, I put my loops on. I showed you in that last video what I was doing. I was folding the loops um, just for a break up here quick. These were the loops. I folded them. I showed you that I put them into the branches like this and twisted them nice and tight. Are you twisting your wire tight? I hope so. If you are deciding to do this technique, you're going to have the confidence that you twisted these loops nice and tight, especially for this technique, because I'm not only going to be cutting them, I am going to be pulling them. So what I'm doing for the branch here, I hope you can see it. It looks like there is, let me see if I can lift it up a little bit further, if that works. Okay, all right. I am going into the center of the loop and cutting every single loop open. You hear those cuts of the pliers? My husband always says it reminds me that it sounds like somebody's cutting their toenails. Okay, so I cut this particular branch. Now I'm taking my needle nose pliers and I am pulling every single wire out, the gold and the copper, and I'm making them come out straight so that they are all separate. So now instead of having 3 loops, I have 6 strands of wire for each loop that I created. So separating the loops like this. Again, something else that takes a lot of time, but the end product I'm trying to accomplish for this particular tree is a feathered look. And it's just a different technique. This tree here so far took me 18 hours. That's including creating all the loops. I needed to create 104 sets of loops to finish all of the branches on the crown of this tree. That is a lot. I don't know the total amount of weight of wire yet. I'll probably get that in another day or two. Also, I haven't decided on what kind of base I'm using again. We'll see when the time comes. All right, so this is what it looks like right after it is done, cut up and separated. And this is what I'm going to accomplish with this particular piece. So I have everything separated, but I want all of my cuts to go into one direction. So I'm shaping it now. And again, it takes a little bit more time. I'm doing this all in real time for you so you get an idea of time-wise what it takes to create some of the trees that I do. So now I'm shaping it, pulling it all down, and I want this tree also to have almost like a weeping effect. So I'm shaping it, pulling it down so that it's almost hanging. I hope you can see that. I see that there is a glare as I'm showing this. Now I do have a bunch that I have started already, so maybe you can see the effect that I'm getting. So I have a lot more loops to do on this tree, but good things take time. So there you go. I'm feathering the branches by cutting the loops. So if you're making loops, make sure that they are twisted nice and tight so you can get that effect and have the confidence that you're not going to be losing any wires after they're cut and pulled. Okay guys, I used the camera above me to show you what I was doing for the branches. Cutting the loops, making sure they're nice and tight before you cut them if you're going to use this technique. And then separating them to get a feathered effect on the end of the branch. And I saw that there was kind of a glare, so I thought maybe if I show it to you this way, there wouldn't be so much of a glare. So here we go. Let's see which ones. Let's use this branch here. If I can get my fingers in there, pull it down so you can kind of see it. I want to get that feathered look. And then I also mentioned that I wanted to kind of have a weeping effect. So playing with the wire, just bringing everything down in one direction, fanning it out a little bit, just to give it that little bit of weeping effect on. So now I've got a lot more loops to cut. So have an awesome day, stay twisted, and we will talk soon.